Hi guys, this is Preeti, second year MBBS student from Hassan Institute of Medical Science. In this video, I'll be teaching you the important question from the abdomen. That is, there are no important question in the introduction and the overview of the abdomen. My motive is that none of the students in the first year MBBS should fail. In this chapter, none of the questions are important for the university exam. And this thing you need to know for the upcoming chapters. This is a line which is drawn at the tip of the 9th costal cartilage. This is known as transpyloric plane. This is the transpyloric plane, and this is a transtubercular plane on the tubercle of the hip bone. And these two are mid-clavicular line. At the midpoint of the clavicle, these two lines are drawn, and it divides the abdomen into 9 quadrants, so that we can position of visceral organs we can locate based on these 9 quadrants. The center one, where umbilicus is located, this is the umbilical region. Above the umbilical region, there is a gastric region, so this is a epigastrium. Above the umbilical, this epi means above the umbilicus, epigastrium. Below the umbilicus, hypogastrium. Hypo means below. And right and left iliac fossa, right iliac fossa in the iliac region. And right and left hypochondrium. This is the left hypochondrium, right hypochondrium. Umbilicus, epigastrium, hypogastrium, right and left hypochondrium, right and left iliac fossa. This is all you need to know in the first chapter. That is introduction and overview of the abdomen. Second chapter, you have a few important questions that I'll be teaching you in this video. I'll try to complete all the important questions from the second chapter in this video. That is pelvic surface of the sacrum bone. This is an important question. It has been asked in the revised syllabus too for 3-mark question. This is a pelvic surface of the sacrum. Pelvic surface of the sacrum, you can see this is a pelvic surface. This A diagram is a pelvic surface. It is concave. You can see this is a concave, and it is directed forward. It is directed forward, and it is concave, forward and downward it directs. And these represent the before in the during the childhood you will be having in the infant 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 sacral bones. 5 sacral bones fuses to form a single sacral bone. These ridges represent the leg. Originally it will be having 5 bones, and it fuses and forms a single sacral bone. So vertebral canal in each vertebra before that fuses to form sacral canal. Sacral canal is a hollow cylindrical structure that forms fuses and forms 4. So you can say 4 transverse ridges indicates the fusion of 5 sacral vertebra. This is the 1, 2, 3 and 4 transverse ridges indicates the fusion of 5 sacral bones. This is the one point, and other point will be that the lateral in the lateral side you can see this anterior, this pelvic surface will be anterior surface. The pelvic surface is also known as anterior surface. So anterior sacral foramen, 4 anterior sacral foramen you can see 1, 2, 3 and 4 anterior sacral foramen through the anterior sacral foramen. The sacral nerves comes out through this. See, ventral rami of upper 4 sacral nerves comes out of this, and the part lateral to the foramen is a lateral mass. This thing is a lateral mass. This thing is a lateral mass. You can see these are the superior articular surface. This is sacral canal. This cylindrical that vertebral canal. Vertebral foramen fuses to form sacral canal. This is ala of sacrum. These are a superior articular process. This is sacral promontory, and these are transverse ridges. 4 transverse ridges indicates the fusion of 5 sacral bones, sacral vertebra. These are transverse ridges, and these are anterior or pelvic sacral foramen, and this is inferior lateral angle. This is the apex of the sacrum. This is all you have to write for a 3-mark question. Pelvic surface of the sacrum bone. Pelvic surface of the sacrum bone, you need to write this much. And other important question will be, important question from this chapter is a sacral canal, which is also important for the 3-mark question. Sacral canal, you can see this is a sacral canal, this is a sacral canal. Sacral canal is formed by the superimposition of the vertebral foramen of the sacral vertebra. This sacral canal is formed by the superimposition. It is a vertebral foramen. Superimposition of vertebral foramen of the sacrum vertebrum forms the sacral canal. This is a sacral canal, and the terminal part of this sacral canal is called a sacral hiatus. This is a sacral hiatus. You see, sacral canal is formed by the superimposition of the vertebral canal of the sacrum vertebra, and the upper end is directed upwards. And lower end is forms the sacral hiatus. Sacral canal, you can see this is a sacral canal. It communicates with the dorsal sacral foramen and ventral or anterior or pelvic, this is also known as anterior or pelvic sacral foramen. These are dorsal sacral foramen. It communicates, sacral canal communicates with dorsal or ventral sacral foramen through the intervertebral foramen. It communicates through the intervertebral foramen. This is an important question, 3-mark question, so you have to write contents also. Contents of sacral canal, you know that the spinal cord, this is a brain, this is a spinal cord, it runs in the vertebral column, vertebral foramen, through the, this is a foramen magnum of the skull. It descends down and then runs in the vertebral canal. The things that are in sacral canal will be phylum terminae. Phylum terminale is the conical end, conical part of the, this is a phylum terminae, you can see. This is a phylum terminae. This is a end conical part of this spinal cord is a phylum terminae. And quada equina means horse tail, like a horse tail, like you can see. These are formed by the sacral and coccygeus bone. This is a quada medullaris or quada equina. Quada equina means tail. A tail like appearance of this spinal cord is quada equina. These two structures passes into the sacral canal. See, phylum terminae, quada equina, and the spinal cord is covered by the melanges, dura mater, pia mater, and acromion mater. These melanges, spinal melanges, and lateral sacral vessels. You can see these lateral sacral vessels. These are also, this enters into the from the pelvic sacral foramen, and then becomes the content of the sacral canal. So this lateral sacral arteries, vessels, arteries and veins, both are these 4 are the contents of sacral canal. What are those? Phylum terminal, the ending part, quada equina, lateral sacral foramen, like those as lateral sacral foramen, lateral sacral vessel centers, and the melangeal layer covering the spinal cord. These 4 are the content of sacral canal. And the structures coming out of the sacral hiatus, this is a sacral hiatus, the structures coming out of the sacral hiatus will be phylum, the fifth sacral, this thing. After S5, there will be C1, coccygeus nerve. The fifth sacral nerve and first coccygeus nerve. These two are the contents of this sacral hiatus comes out of the, and phylum terminae also extends from the sacral canal and until the sacral hiatus. These are the contents of sacral canal. Sacral canal is formed by the superimposition of the vertebral foramen of the sacral vertebra, and upper portion it is directed upwards. The lower portion is formed by the sacral hiatus. It also communicates with the dorsal and ventral, anterior or ventral sacral foramen through the intervertebral foramen. The contents will be melangeal layer covering the spinal cord and lateral sacral vessels. Phylum terminae and quada equina are the contents of sacral canal, and sacral hiatus content will be S5 nerve and C1 nerve, fifth sacral nerve and first coccygeus nerve, and phylum terminal also extends in this. And the clinical point, you can write sacralization. Sacrum bones will be sacral bones will be at the last. So increasing the length of the sacral canal is called sacralization. Decreasing the length of sacral canal is called lumbarization. How can we increase? By L5 or C1 joins with the sacrum bones, sacral foramen, and this sacral canal and forms a sacralization. Lumbarization is lumbarization when you do. You will include this first sacral bone also, S1 also, with a L5, so that the number of sacral foramen will be reduced to the 3. So sacral canal length will be reduced. This is called lumbarization. Sacralization and lumbarization, these are not important as such, but if you write as a clinical, so that will be you will get more marks by this. And the pelvic surface. Pelvic surface, I told you, the pelvic surface of the sacrum is important. Pelvic surface is also known as anterior surface. This anterior surface is known as, it is only pelvic surface. As I already discussed, first I'll explain the diagram and then the points, so that you will remember easily, and then you can write, you will get more good marks through the red diagram. This gives the origin. Red color indicates origin of the muscle and blue color indicates the insertion of the muscle. It gives origin for the iliac muscle, and this E-shaped origin for the piriform muscle. It gives origin to the two muscles, iliacus muscle at the sacral sacral promontory, around the sacral promontory. It gives around the sacral, this is a sacral promontory, around the sacral promontory it gives origin to the iliacus muscle. This is a iliacus muscle, and E-shaped origin in between this ridges, transverse ridges, in the 3 region, it gives E-shaped origin for the piriformis muscle. This is a median sacral median sacral artery, this red one is a median sacral artery, that side and this side sympathetic chain is there, you can see ganglion, sympathetic chain, and in the pelvic sacral foramen, the ventral rami of sacral nerves arises. 1, 2, 3, 4, first 4 nerves will arise, and it gives insertion for the coccygeus bone. Below coccygeus, after sacrum bone, coccygeus bone will. So remember, coccygeus muscle insertion at this lower lateral and near the lower lateral angle at the apex of the sacrum, you can see coccygeus insertion. It gives origin to two muscles, that is iliacus and piriformis, and insertion to the one muscle coccygeus, and through the 4 foramens, ventral rami of sacral nerves will arise. At the midpoint, median sacral artery will be there. At that side and this side, beside that para region, you will be seeing sympathetic chain. This is about the pelvic surface, which is important for 3-mark question. And other important questions from this chapter will be the difference between the male and female pelvic, bony pelvic. I'll discuss only few points in this chapter, and in the other chapter also you'll get the same question. I'll discuss more points over there. It's better discussing there only, I guess, because there you can see images and then remember quickly. This is a RS4 question. If it is RS4 question, it will be most important, because there will be more chances asking that question in your paper in the final exam. This is all for the second chapter important question. If you find these videos are helpful, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and appreciate my efforts. Thank you.